T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are watching a master at work.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand. And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you here, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So why you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link, get the dance. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
Shut me down and back on again. Oh, your silence, I'm going crazy, leaving me confused. I'm trying to get a hold of you. Oh, tell me, do you see me breaking? Why are my hands shaking? Will you let me go? Tell me yes or no. Oh, oh, will you let me go? Oh, oh, tell me yes or no. Oh, oh, will you let me go? Oh, oh, tell me yes or no. Losing time, losing hope, losing patience. Need to be updated. Turn me down, turn me up and back down again. Oh, your silence, I'm going crazy, leaving me confused. I'm trying to get a hold of you. Oh, tell me, do you see me breaking? Why are my hands shaking? Will you let me go? Tell me yes or no. Oh, oh, will you let me go? Oh, oh, tell me yes or no. Oh, oh,
There you go, big bro. That's for my homie Cano. That's for the big bro. While I'm waiting for the Brodie, man, let me call. While I'm waiting for the Brodie. That's the Brodie right there. So I'm waiting for Cano, man. Let me shout y'all out in the building. What up, Gert? Young dog in the building. Truth. Frank Patterson. German. Powerhouse in the building. My homie Pep. Couch Potato. What's up, bro? Paul Carrick. Luke. Shin Rare Bronox. My homie Kate. Park Bay. G. McCall. What up, baby? Icon Canadian. Salute. What's up, Chris? Queen Cece is in the building. BP. Spurgood Marshall. MXC. B. Mac. Strong in the building. Edgar Chavez, my familia, E. White. What's up, King? Timothy Generette. There go, my bro. All right, y'all, let's get to this work, man. Let's get to this work. Let's get to this. I will shout everybody out. Y'all know how I don't really like motherfucking wasting motherfuckers' time, bro. I fucking hate that. But that link is just for my big bro. Just for my big bro. So we're gonna get to this cook. All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this work. Let's get to this, man. Hold up. Where we at? Big bro.
Man, what's good? Up in the graveyard finally. Shit.
Yeah. Is it
background? I don't even have YouTube open, man.
Let me see something.
I don't got YouTube open at all. Hold on. What about with this microphone?
Let me see something. Nah, that's weird.
Nah.
You don't hear it?
Nah.
All
right.
You let my homie come back in. Wait for the Brodie. Wait for the Brodie to come back in. Wait for the Brodie. All right, test.
Testing.
I still hear it. Can y'all hear the echo?
I don't hear it on my end at all, and I don't even have I had to open up YouTube to get the link, but when I came, I closed it after I clicked the link, so I don't have YouTube open at all.
Fuck you, we'll rock out. Let me rock out. Listen, man. They hold up. Let me see your mic.
That's why I put headphones on too, so it wouldn't interfere with what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Echo. Mike.
They say it's on your end, bro.
All right, hold up. Let me leave. Stay right there.
Gotcha, bro. Yeah. The link is just for me, man. But I mean, if a troll want to get smoked by BF and Cano at the same time, I ain't opposed to that either, man. I got a little bit of time today, so that's how we roll.
Test. Man, it's still.
I don't hear it. I ain't though.
Let me see something. That's some good because I don't have my.
Damn, Shawa Allah actually called me Cano. She ain't called me Mr. Willie today. Let me have a little fun, bro.
God damn it! It's me off. Hold up. Audio. My speaker. Let me go to test. It's still there.
Let me go ahead and do this.
Let me do something right quick. Test. Do y'all hear it? Do y'all hear the echo? I just muted my big bro. Do y'all hear it? Does anybody hear the echo when I muted Cano? So there's no echo. Oh, so it is my big bro. It's you, Cano. It's definitely my big bro. When I turn your mic on, I hear you. I hear the echo.
Why don't you mute yourself a minute and see something?
Let me mute myself.
All right, man. Do y'all hear echo? Does it sound clean to y'all? Man, it can't be me, bro. You tripping, bro. You tripping.
I don't know, Brodie.
My shit is A+, bro. Stop playing with me, bro, man. My shit is A+, bro. Like, bro, hold on, man. Hold on, bro. I got to show you what I'm rocking right here.
Look, you know what? Let's hold on.
Got to show you my setup with some of it. It wouldn't fit in the picture, but
let's just rock out. People say it sounds good. Let's rock out.
All right, cool.
What I'll do this. When I ask you a question, I'll mute you when I ask you a question, and then when you get to cooking, I'll unmute you. You know what I'm saying? Then you can get to cooking on that. We'll do it like that because when I unmute you, there's an echo, right? And then when I mute you, it's good. So I'll do it. I'll just do it like that. I'll just do it. Like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it, man. Like people, a lot of people, know they see the relationship that you and I have. You know what I'm saying? I call you my big bro, and I do that. I have my reasons for that. You know what I'm saying? But I call you big bro, and I mean that. But like, tell the people, bro. Like, I'm gonna get to that part about myself, but about you, like, tell the people, like, about Cano. What about Cano? What should we know about my big bro?
Man, let me just say this, man. The way me and BFTV, man, I gotta go ahead and start there, man. Unless you wanted to go there later, it's up to you. But
no. We'll go there later. I want to know about you. I want to know like where you came from, like what got you into boxing, like that. That's what I want to know.
All right, man. So this is the short version of my life and stuff, man. You know, I did grow up in Puerto Rico. I am Puerto Rican, fully Puerto Rican. You know, I might look like an albino looking Puerto Rican, but I'm Puerto Rican. All right. Yo hablo español y todo. Yo soy 100% boricua. Just want to get that out there, man, so there's no confusion about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I did grow up in, you know, like a lot of us, I grew up in the rough streets over there, just like a lot of y'all grew up in the rough streets in the States and stuff like that. It is a little bit of a different world in Puerto Rico, but I was in and out of trouble all my life, you know, and I don't want to get into the deep details of the stuff because, you know, I don't want nothing to fall back on me later. But at that time, well, you know the whole story. But anyway, man, when my family started falling, man, and everybody started getting locked up for 15 years, 20 years, 12 over here, 10 more over here, I got lucky, man, and kind of didn't get locked up with the rest of the family and stuff. And I was thinking to myself, damn, bro, man, I got to make a move out of Puerto Rico, man. I got to do something, man. Otherwise, I'm going to end up like the rest of my family and shit, man. And the stupidest thing entered my mind. I say stupid, but, you know, I still say stupid, man. Because the way I found the way out of Puerto Rico was like, you know what, man? I'm going to sign up and go in the Army, man, because, you know, they're going to pay for my travel outside, and you know I get to start a new life in the United States and shit like that. That's why my dumb ass joined the Army. Okay, now once I joined the Army, man, I was like, God damn, this was a mistake, man. This shit is like legalized slavery, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, these motherfuckers, you know, they want to control your life and everything, bro. I was like, yeah, this is legalized slavery. God damn, what I do? I should have stayed in the hood, you know. But you know, neither here nor there. I did my time and stuff like that, man. And I did go to Iraq and shit like that, as BFTB did as well. Actually, man, let me put this little nugget in, man, before I continue with it, though, man. My last duty station when I left was BFTB's first duty station, Fort Wainwright, Alaska. Just in case y'all didn't know. And yes, I seen him over there. We didn't like kick it or talk or anything like that. But who the fuck can forget a name because that's what got me to remember it. Your last name. Did you know? Like, I ain't even gonna try to pronounce the shit, but I ain't seen that name but one time, and it was in Alaska, and that was you. And I was like, bro, nah, man. You remember when I asked you? I said, bro, you had to be in Alaska. You know, I was like, yeah. So, you know, so I got out of there, and I was like, shit, all right, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do now, man, because, you know, I went to, you know, I got out of the military and shit, and lo and behold, man, about 6 months later, I get locked up. I'm like, damn, man, I left Puerto Rico not to, you know, to get out of that bullshit. Now I get out of the motherfucking military and I get locked up. So my older brother bails me out and shit, and I go through that phase and that shit. Man, 6 months later, man, locked up again, bailed out. 2 days later, I get locked up again, get thrown back into James, same cell. I'm like, bro, this shit is not working, bro. Like, what am I doing, man? Why am I always putting myself in this shit, you know? Shit, and man, at that time, you know, I was actually married at that time. I had 3 kids and shit like that by the same woman. I know that's kind of rare, man, you know, especially in the Puerto Ricans, but, well, the 3 that I know of anyway, you know what I'm saying? I know those 3 are mine with the same woman, man. If there's any more out there, man, you know, don't raise your hand. Just, you know, stay where you at. You know, you did good without me, you know, and shit like that. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I slowly started, by the way, I did box in the Army. Boxed in the Army when I was at Fort Hill, Texas. And my temper was so bad that after practice, I got into it in the parking lot. So I started swinging on motherfuckers in the parking lot. And you know how the military is, man. You know, they're going to give you an Article 15. You can no longer box. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I'm like, God damn, you know. And by the way, man, Lou Duva, not DeBella, Lou Duva actually came to me and wanted me to turn pro. And I told him, nah, man, it was me and Charles. I can't remember his last name. Charles was a heavyweight at that time. I have no idea what happened to him. And I told him, nah, man, that's too much dedication. I don't feel like, you know, I'm not disciplined enough to do that. So I skipped on that. And, you know, like I said, when I got out of the military, I got into all the bullshit I got into. But I was always into boxing from little, man, because my dad, you know, loved boxing. My uncle would have me in the front yard, box other people in the streets, you know, and he would like, you know, taking bets and shit. I'll pay anybody right now if you can whip my nephew's ass and shit like that. And then that's how we get in the front yard and fight all the time. So anybody didn't want to fight, I had to fight because he was like, motherfucker, you gonna fight, you know? And that was since I was like probably about 4 or 5 years old. So it was like, shit, I've been fighting ever since. But by the way, I'm glad I didn't box, man. Like I said, I wasn't going to be disciplined enough to do all that shit, man. But that's how I had got into boxing, man. And well, as of now, man, I mean, I guess the cat's been out the bag now, but I do manage professional boxers and shit. All that link up, man, happened due to the people I knew. And it's funny, man, how the world comes around because most of the people that I had connected with in boxing right now were people that was in the streets with me back then. People that been in and out of prison before. And all of these motherfuckers are in boxing. So, you know, when a lot of people ask me, man, how'd you link up with all these people in boxing and all that? I'm like, just people I knew from way back before boxing, you know? And that's how that happened, man. And Kent Cruz, shout out to Kent Cruz. He fights at 140 pounds. He's set to be fighting Antoine Russell. Okay, if Antoine Russell don't, you know, because I don't even know what to say about him no more, man. He keep turning down fights and this and that. But anyway, man, Kent Cruz is a good friend of mine out of St. Louis, Missouri, which, by the way, that's how I made Big Shot Shaw through my homie Kent Cruz. Kent Cruz always, man, you know, you boxed in the military, you did this, you was always around boxing. You should do a YouTube channel and shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know shit about none of this shit. You know, like, I don't know nothing about how to set up a channel or anything. And, you know, nah, man, you should do it and shit, man. And so that's how I started the channel, in case anybody want to know. That's how I started the channel. It wasn't me wanting to do it. It was somebody pushed me to do it. And he just so happens to be a pro boxer and shit. And, you know, I'm not as active as like a lot of people are on YouTube, but I get up and I get on YouTube and I make content whenever I feel like making content. I'm not your daily person. I'm not your daily live. None of that shit. I pop my shit when I'm ready to pop some shit. When I got something on my mind or when somebody sparks me to say something, then I'll get up and do something like that, you know. But I noticed that it's toxic on YouTube though, man. And that's another thing I had to learn, man, because early in my YouTube, man, a troll would come by, man, and say some shit, man, and man, I ain't gonna lie, I used to pull up, bro. I used to pull up, man. Like we ain't doing this shit back and forth on the internet. I was pulling up, and you know, a lot of people that know me had to grab me and say, "Yo, man, you can't be pulling up to these motherfuckers." How?
Nigga, me too. Me too. I gotta grab you too. Let's stop saying me too. I'm telling you the same shit. Hold on, let me mute you right quick. Me too, man. I'm telling this motherfucker, bro, you can't just be motherfucker, you gonna have trolls all the time, bro. This man's like, yo, fuck that. I'm pulling up right now, bro. Fuck that. I'm like, man, go home, dog. Man, go home, man. You nigga, this nigga driving all over the place, pulling up. Nah, nigga, you can't do that shit, bro. You gonna end up right back in the place you got the fuck out of, bro. You can't be doing that shit. Motherfuckers be coming at me all the time, bro. If they go at you, it's a whole different story. But, bro, I'm glad. What's up, BZ? I'm glad, my nigga, stop. I'm glad you stopped, bro. For real. Because, yo, he was on some savagery, bro. I'm gonna leave it like that. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. Actually, man, shoot. One time I didn't want nothing to go down, man. You know about this situation. I'm not gonna mention names. But you know, one time, man, somebody was going at me so hard on YouTube, man, and my younger brother heard it. And my younger brother said, "Hey, man, I'm right down the street from his pad, bro. You want me to put a couple in him and shit, you know?" And I was like, "Nah, bro, don't do that. Don't do that, man, because this is fresh, man. He's talking this shit on YouTube right now. That shit gonna get pinned on me ASAP. Leave that man alone, you know what I'm saying?" So I had to stop my own brother, you know? I like, God damn, bro. Like, bro. Man, the moral of the story is, man, you can't talk to everybody like they're not gonna do nothing, man. You gotta value your life a lot better than that, man. Like I have gotten a lot better from it. I haven't pulled up on nobody in a while, but you can't just do that to people, man, because some of us just don't like to do this back and forth on the internet, you know, and it cost somebody's life, man. Shit, it can even cost my own life. I might pull up at the wrong house. You know, I'm not going to regret it because that's just how it was built. But, you know, I just don't like the back and forth on the internet and shit like that, man. That's why you don't see me on debates or, you know, on a lot of people's panels and all that. I'm like, you know, just to avoid the bullshit, man, let me just leave that, you know, section of YouTube alone. By the way, I want to give a big ass shout out to the Queen Cece, man. Cece is doing some major shit. I do watch, I don't comment, but I watch a lot of her content, man. And bro, you talking about blowing up. She doing the shit the right way, and can't nobody stop that train, man. And it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger, man. So shout out to Cece, man.
Yeah, she's special. I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna hit Cece up. I'm gonna hit Queen up. I'm gonna hit her up and see if I could just talk to her, get her in the yard. I mean, I know she'll do it, but it's just the fact that she's like busy as fuck, man. Her schedule is like, she a superstar, man. She a fucking star. Hey, check your mic too. I would turn your mic down a little bit because I think that might be the thing. Like, turn your mic down a little bit. But she a fucking star, bro. Like for real, she a star. But I'm gonna see if I can. Get her in the yard. We'll see how that one plays out. But so, like, I wanted to ask you, bro, you guys, bro, and this is like it's a lead to question. It's a segue statement. But you know, you my family to me. That's how I look at you. So when I'm asking you things, it's all out of love, man. Us as Black people, bro, we don't have the unity that you have. Puerto Ricans, y'all unity is different, bro. The same thing with Mexico. It's different, bro. It's not like ours. It ain't like ours, bro. It ain't like ours. It's not. You guys it's a whole different thing, bro. It's a whole different thing. We're all like stand by ourselves type shit, stand alone type shit. Damn. It's not like that. Which y'all don't have that, bro. You don't have that. Y'all not like us.
I can't tell, bro, because a lot of Puerto Ricans hate my motherfucking guts, bro. They can't.
But it ain't like us. It ain't like black people, dog. Hell no. It ain't like that. There's a thing where you'll go to the if you go to the Puerto Rican Day parade in New York, man, you ain't gonna get all that goofy ass shit, bro. You're not gonna get all that. You're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that, bro. Like we can't. You go to they got some shit in downtown Dallas on like Sundays or some shit like that. Baby, going to that mall, man. I almost had to rock some nigga just for walking up on me on some goofy ass type of shit, bro. Like nigga, you drunk, dude? You just walk up on me. I hear a nigga talking, but you just walk. I'm like, bro, and then his boys grabbed him. I'm sitting here like, nigga, you can't, bro. You can lose everything doing some shit like that, bro. Like immediately, but I don't see that amongst Puerto Rican people, bro. I just don't see it, bro. Talk to me about that.
Man, I don't know, man. I see it differently, man. Like I can't compare. There's no way I can possibly compare, man. But Puerto Rico to me is just like that, though, man. Like a lot of Puerto Ricans just don't know how to unite, man, and have each other's back, man. It's sick to me, bro. Like a lot of these folks, man, they don't fuck with me. They won't fuck with me, but they ain't fucking with me. You understand what I'm saying? And it's funny to me. I'm like, bro, man, we come from the same island and shit, man. And it's like, I don't know if you've been to the island, man, but you got the Nietas, you got the Pitufos, you got the Insectos. Bro, it's just a divided island. You know, if you're not from this side, don't cross on this side. If you're not from that side, don't cross on that side. And it's like separation and segregation amongst us, you know? And it's always war over there. Anybody that's from Puerto Rico or lives in Puerto Rico or anybody that's been there that is in the chat, they can attest to what I'm saying. That's a war zone, bro. Like every day, middle of the day, it don't even matter, man. It's always some kind of war going on, man. And nobody can ever agree on nothing, man. So, you know, we can use boxing, for example, man. There's a lot of people that hate, for Puerto Ricans that hate their own Puerto Rican boxers, bro. They hate their own Puerto Rican boxers. Rather than to back them, they hate them and talk shit about them, bro. And I'm like, damn, what they do to you? You know what I'm saying? They just fighting. All they doing is boxing. You know what I'm saying? And you got to find something to hate on them now. Now me, you know, I hold everybody accountable equal, man. Well, by the way, man, disclaimer, I did take Shakur Stevenson's Puerto Rican card. I took that shit away from him, man.
We'll get there. We ain't there yet.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't think that it's united as you think, man.
Well, it seems more united than what I see, specifically boxing. For me, it just seems more united. You know what I'm saying? I feel from what I see, there's fighters that, to me, I don't think Edgar Berlanga is that good. I think he's a decent fighter, right? But I'm sitting here and I look at what he gets. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, bro, you're just decent. You're not like that. But let Deontay Wilder get in the ring, bro. You got it'd be mostly black people that just disrespect the man. I don't see that when it comes to Edgar Berlanga, bro.
Yo, Edgar Berlanga is getting crucified by so many Puerto Ricans. It ain't even, but see, that's the thing. You don't have that kind of, you know, like following on social media like I do with the Puerto Rican side. So I see all the slack, all the bashing they give up. They got all kind of nicknames for him. And they're not good, you know? And I'm like, yeah, okay, you know, I understand that, you know, he's not gonna be the next Miguel Cotto, the next Carlos Ortiz or Trinidad or any of that. I get that, but it ain't to that point where you just gonna, it ain't to that point, man. I don't think it is, man. And when I try to clarify things, you know, like with Berlanga, man, it's a frustrating thing with Berlanga with me because I know his coach when he was a little kid, and I know that he was a boxer first. So I get frustrated when I'm seeing him go for knockouts instead of just box. And he's been doing that his whole professional career now till he finally dumped Rozier, came over here to Florida and came back with his old coach. So now they gotta build him back up to box again. because he's been trying to go for the knockout so much, he's got to relearn everything. This is the reason I haven't ruled him off yet, because I'm like, well, damn, if he gets 1 or 2 more fights that are not, that are manageable, where he can work on that, maybe he can get it back. Now, will he get it back? I have no fucking idea. But the only way we're going to know is to, see him the next go around in the next fight. And if I don't see any improvement in his following fight, then I'm going to be saying, damn, yeah, he just can't get it back. Then I would have to tap out on him myself. But I wouldn't shit on him, though.
Bro, where did I've always meant to ask you this. I know I'm about to ask you something when it comes to what you just said, but I'm curious about something. Bro, where did your name come from? Cano Loco. Where did that come from?
Man, bro. Cano Loco came from my mom, bro. Ever since I was 4, I was getting called that. You know how your mama name you something and then they'll never call you that? That's how it came about, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's just it.
What does it mean?
Well, the Loco is crazy, man. Cano is like it's like what y'all call light-skinned brothers. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So they I wear the name proud though, man.
Hold up, dog. They call you a light skin. They calling you a light skin. That's they calling you crazy light skin.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna forget this now, bro. I'm never gonna forget this. Crazy light kid.
Yeah, man. They got me on the light side, man.
I'm gonna go back to where we was at with the boxing aspect. I'm gonna pause for a second. Because when we linked up, it was on D-Style page. Remember that?
Yes.
And when we started talking, I remember saying something to you. Not necessarily to you. I said it in the comments. But your response to it was like it was a real nigga response. It wasn't no goofy ass beating around the bush type shit. It was a check a temperature type response. And that's right up my alley, bro. I'm type of like my nigga Beezy know what it is. Like this is how I talk. This is just what we do, but it's how we are back home. When I talk to my OG Black, yeah, we'll go. I'm gonna speak, but it's ultimate respect with my OG. But I'm just saying, I'm going to speak. You know what I'm saying? But there's no fear when I'm talking to people. You know what I'm saying? There's just no fear. You know what I mean? It's just that's how I talk. That's how you talk. Okay, we good. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm so used to the goofy shit, I'm so used to motherfuckers doing that, the response that you gave me, I'm like, I fuck with this. I fuck with this, bro. It was like some real G, just, what's the temperature? Like, what is we doing right now? And it was like, nah, I like this. I wasn't even upset about it or nothing. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that we just started going back. Bro, if you remember, like D-Style and Funky, they was talking. Bro, me and you was just talking. We was talking to each other through the comments for the rest of the damn thing. We was just chopping it up, bro. And it was just a click right there. I don't even know what the fuck the lie was about. But, at that particular moment, bro, it's like, we just clicked at that moment, though. And then it was just like, bro, we just rocked. And we've been rocking ever since, bro. Ever since. Now, from your perspective, because that's my perspective, but what's your perspective on that?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had never watched your channel to that point because I was new to YouTube at that time, And matter of fact, I don't even know what Details Live was about. When we got to talking, we just fucked the live. We just went back and forth and shit like that, man. I'm like, damn, man, these motherfuckers told me that BFTV was this, and that, and man, he seemed all right to me, shit, like, I'm throwing something at him, he throwing it back at me, and I'm like, this shit is a healthy conversation. I'm like, man, let me go over to this channel and check this motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, they been talking it. This is why y'all gotta go watch people for yourself. Don't listen to what other people categorize BFTV or categorize Cano as. Go check for your motherfucking self. Because when I went to his channel, I was like, damn, I like this shit. And even when we didn't agree, it wasn't on no goofy shit. It was like on some respect shit. And it was like, okay, I understand why you say that, but I feel this because this is the way I see this. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I get that too. So it was that kind of shit, man. And by the way, that's how I became, drawn into the LDBC. It was all BFTV why I am here with the LDBC right now. Facts.
Well, I definitely appreciate that, bro. But I just wanted everybody to know what's up, Dead Game. I want my homie 817. I see your front line. Know what up? I wanted y'all to just to know where that connection came from, and it's been a vibe ever since. You know what I'm saying? It's been a vibe ever since, and I say that's my big bro, not out of like just to say it. Like I say it because like when he speaks to me, I'll listen. Like a lot of motherfuckers speak to me, and I hear you, right? I hear you. And I ain't listening to what the fuck you motherfucker. I'm not, bro, unless I'm not listening to what the fuck you talking about because a lot of people don't have my best interest, right? You don't, bro. You motherfuckers say shit because you want me to change my belief or my stance to whatever yours is and run your shit, which is why I just hear you. I hear you, but I ain't listening. But this man right here, when we talk, it's a whole different type of ball game, bro. It's an always just a mutual type respect type love type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just all love right there, bro. And man, it's just different, bro. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing that he could ask me that I wouldn't do for him. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's vice versa. But back to something that you had said earlier, right? You had known Belonga when he was younger, right? And you knew he was a boxer. Bro, if you remember me asking you this, I asked you about Amanda Serrano. I asked you, why the fuck does she bang like this, bro? Why does she can make fights so much easier? Bro, tell me about Amanda Serrano, bro. How long have you been knowing her? And have you talked to her about just fucking, she is a very good boxer. She's a very good boxer, but she likes to just fucking bang it out for whatever fucking reason. Talk to me about that.
No, I know her. You know, you see me eating lunch with her and all that other good shit. We ate breakfast and everything, same hotels when we at these venues and stuff. I say it's been about 5 or 6 years since I've known her like truly known her. You know, longer than that, but I mean, when physically knowing them and stuff like that, man. And yes, we have had that conversation, you know, and I'm like, you know, you can box these people, man, not even have to, you know, go through all that shit and take punches the way you're taking them. You got boxing skills. She said, I don't like that. I don't like that, man. I want to get in there and I want to feel that blood pumping, man. Like I'm going to tell you who else is like that, man. Subriel Matias. They want to feel some punches coming at them because that's what gets them going, man. Like that's the kind of challenge they like. I don't agree with it, but that's her answer, man. Like, no, I want to bang with her, man. I want to see if she can stand there with me, man. We're gonna stand here. Somebody got to go. I mean, that's just, you know, but I don't mind it too much because if you notice when she fights, man, she does go to the body a lot. So she is trying to break you down, you know, and eventually get you out of there if possible, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's a kind of like a dead end talk, man. You know, it's like you get with your homie, man, like, man, don't do this, don't do that. You don't need to do that, man. Man, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway, you know. I know because I'm that way. Like, man, fuck it, man, I'm gonna do it anyway, man. Like, pull up at somebody's house, man, fuck that motherfucker, I'm pulling up anyway, you know. And just take the consequences later and shit like that. But nah, man, she's real down to earth, man. I was happy that I was able to take Combat Tool Bag with me on one of the venues, man, because he actually got to sit down and eat breakfast with the whole team, you know, with Amanda, Jordan, and, you know, several other females, you know, and shit like that, you know? So he had a great time.
Listen, champ, this is what I want to know, bro. Do you like that? Do you prefer her? Because you talked about Berlanga. You talked about Berlanga getting back to boxing. Like, do you prefer them to box, bang, or mix it up? What's up, Five? What's up, Ricky?
I prefer them to box, but to be able to fight on the inside mid-range as well. You know, you have to have a balance. That's like LaShawn Cornick, the female fighter I have. She could bang with anybody. But why? You can box them from the outside. But the reason I like them to be able to bang as well is because sometimes, man, the jab just ain't going to be enough. You got some of these hard-headed motherfuckers that are going to cut the ring off on you and, you know, start pushing forward and stuff, and you're going to have to know how to fight in there. So I'd rather them box and only use that when they need to. You know, and think about like this though, man. This is the thing. By the way, the conversation between me and BFTV when we first started, the reason they were successful is because we were actually talking boxing. We was actually talking with a boxing mind and not no stupid shit. That's really why that worked, man. But think of it this way, man. If you box and never showcase nothing else, when you get to that championship level and they've never seen you do anything but box, and they try to come up with a game plan, say, well, we're going to smother them. We're going to make them fight on the inside because we ain't never seen them fight on the inside. When they try to do that, surprise, I can fight on the inside. What's their plan going to be now?
Yep.
Now they're fucked. Now like, God damn, wait a minute. Now you confusing them. They don't know what to do. Now the corner's going to have to make adjustments. The fighter's going to have to make adjustments, man. And I like that better, man. That's the chess I like. And that's what I'm trying to get LaShawn Cornick to do, because she like to bang too, man. I'm like, yo, just throw that jab out there. They can't even get past it. She's got one of them nauseating, jabs that bother anybody, man. That frustrate the hell out of everybody. I'm like, just keep throwing that shit. Just keep pumping that piston out there. Like, let them get frustrated. Then when they come in, then bang them. But that's how I look at it. I don't know. You might look at it different.
No. I definitely feel what you're saying. I definitely feel it. My thing is, it's called boxing for me, right? It's called boxing, and I understand that we're going to have a separation in our thought processes just due to the fact that I am solely looking at what it is, right? You, on the other hand, are with them. So you like, it's like looking at a keyboard, right? I know this keyboard is going to do that and going to do that, and that's all it's going to do, right? But there's other people that can take this keyboard apart. Well, I can take it apart my damn self and do shit with it. But I'm just saying, like, you can take it apart and you can change up where the numbers are at, right? You can move shit around. There's people that know that. So you have people that look at it for face value and they know this is what it is, and this is what it's called, this is what it's supposed to do. And then you have the people that work with the person. They work with the fighter. They know that fighter's limitations. They know what they're great at, and they can maneuver shit around and move those things around. And that's where my mind is coming at when you mentioned that Edgar Berlanga could box when he was younger. And now he's just trying to knock motherfuckers' head off, which is, for me, it's great. But then again, it isn't, because it's putting him in a light where he can't box. That's the light it's putting him on, right? You can't box. You're just a banger. So now what people are doing is, for me, I think that makes fighters like Amanda, like Berlanga, it makes them not one-dimensional, but one-dimensional. Because people are going to look at him like, okay, well, bro, Amanda Serrano, bro, she should have blew the doors off of Chuck Taylor. But she's standing there just banging with her, banging and banging and banging. It's like, no, bro, you are a better boxer, outboxer. Berlanga, bro, you can box. Why are you just trying to headhunt and you're stepping in and you're just looking for one punch to, it's like, come on, dude, where's the jab, the stab to the body? Like, where is all these stuff that mix things up? Where is that? So do you talk to their trainers and tell them about that type of stuff?
I do. I actually do, man. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was happy with Berlanga's last fight. I know a lot of people were critical of him, but I seen him throw the jab, man, a lot. I seen him snap Quigley's head back several times with the jabs. I'm like, I'm looking at the fight different than everybody else. I'm like, okay, he wasn't throwing his jab before. He's bringing it back. It might not be consistent, but he's trying to slowly bring it back. So that's what I was looking at in that fight. I was looking at what he was doing. Not so much the outcome, like, just what he was doing, where his feet were at, was he trying to box? And the answer is yes. It was looking unpolished because he hadn't done it in so long. But I was like, okay, he's working on it. He's trying to bring it back. And this is why, and I know it sounds crazy and shit, but this is why I said, man, look, that man faced Canelo in 2 or 3 fights. I'm betting my money on Berlanga. And they can call me crazy all they want, but then again, they said I was crazy when I said Kambosos was going to beat T.O. They said I was crazy when T.O. was going to beat Lomachenko. I mean, shit. I mean, Andy Ruiz, I picked him to beat Joshua the first fight. So they said I was crazy all of these times, and then when it comes out, crickets. So I'm like, you got to look at the whole big picture, man. I understand right now if there was to fight tomorrow, Canelo will kill him. I'm talking about 2 or 3 fights now. I could see the possibility if his mistake was he went with Rozier, and I don't care if he hears it or not, man. He just ain't worth a shit for a trainer. Period. You know me, I'm unfiltered, bro. He had Berlanga like that. He would not get Berlanga to box, which is why it was upon Berlanga to finally say, all right, man, I got to leave this guy and come back to, Florida, Tampa Bay, and get back with his old trainer. You know, this is why I'm so high on Dominique Valle and his brother, because they're with that same trainer and they're boxing their ass off, especially the younger brother. You know, and I'm like, man, they're all in that same group right there, man. I'm like, yeah. If they can't get him to box again, I'll tell you about it. I'll be like, yo, it ain't getting in his head. You know, but we're not gonna know until the next fight or two, you know. And then that's what I be trying to tell people. I'm like, look, I was the biggest one criticizing him when he was doing all that dumb shit. You know, so it sounds like, well, damn, Cano, why are you defending him now? Because I see that he's trying to change. I see that he sought help. And when a fighter seeks help to try to get it back, I can't crucify him via TV. I'm like, okay, he's trying to do the right thing now, and he's trying to get it back. So all I can do is support him and see if he can get it back. If he don't, he don't. But at least he tried, goddammit. And I can't crucify him for that.
I can fuck with that, bro. I can, because like I said, a lot of motherfuckers, we look to include myself, we looked at Berlanga and we say, oh man, dude's a killer, bro, because he's knocking out everybody, but the level of competition that he was knocking out wasn't that great, right? And in my opinion, I feel like we should have saw him, like more like you said earlier, we should have saw him box to these people to get them where they need to get to, then put him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Not just walk him down looking for the quitter to get a dude to fuck up out of there. Like that right there, I think that sort of hindered his growth, which you got to put that on his coach, because you're going to follow your coach and trainer. So you got to put that on them. You know what I'm saying? If your coach and trainer is telling you to do something different and you doing that, well, that's on you. Right. But I didn't see Rozier telling him to do anything. I didn't see him telling him to do nothing. You got the Puerto Rican monster, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got, and that's just all you ran with. You know what I'm saying? You just ran with the hype. You didn't try to get the man better. You just wanted him to work on what he was already good at, which is punching. You should have had that man working on other things, but that's neither here nor there. My question to you now, Brodie, is tell me something about Puerto Rican fighting that I don't know. Like who's the guy that I should be looking out for? Who's the people that we should be looking at?
Man, I would say Najee Lopez. That'd be number one right there. Najee Lopez. I know it's not the fancy pick because everybody is dick riding Xander Zayas. I'm gonna say it like that because I mean shit. And I know several people that beat Zayas right now, but that's neither here nor there. Najee Lopez will be one. Dominique Valle and what's his brother's name? Shit, Dominique and it's the Valle brothers, man. Those two right there. You gotta watch. You got Omar Rosario. I like Omar Rosario a lot. He's not one of these knockout guys, man, but, you know, ever since he was a baby, he's been growing up with Miguel Cotto, and Miguel Cotto has had him ever since, man, and is bringing him up, man, and I like the way he's bringing him up, man. So Henry Lebron, Najee Lopez, the Valle brothers, I say Omar Rosario, man, 817, you keep saying Xander Zayas, man. Man, listen, bro. I got a fighter by the name of, should I even do that? Should I even do the boy like that? I'm going to do him like that, man, because they can't do shit to me anyway, man. Okay? Brian Polaco, 154-pounder. I bet they don't invite him to the gym in Miami no more. I bet Xander Zayas don't invite him to that gym no more. Bet you that. That motherfucker wasn't even going full speed and was beating Xander's ass all over that ring. I said, I asked Brian, I was like, hey, man, why you ain't knock him out? He said, man, I only went 50%, man. I didn't want to hurt the kid.
Damn.
So, man, I get, man, look, BFTV, you know that they sell you a dream when because a lot of people don't have access to this shit. You watch these fighters on TV and you be like, damn. And then I'm over here like, nah, bro, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, this motherfucker get on here and it's a wrap. You know? So, bro, no, man, I'm not as high on Xander as everybody else is, you know? I wouldn't say Matias. Matias is an IBF champion, man. He asked me who to look out for coming up. Matias is already solidified. That's an IBF champion.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that here in a second though, but I just wanted to know who should I be looking for? Who is the ones that I should be paying attention to? Because for me, right, and for me, right, I understand the politics in the sport, right? I understand it like Xander. I think Xander's nice. I don't know about the other the fighter you just told me that will beating him up. I think Xander's nice. I think Xander got a lot of work to do, but I think he's nice, right? But he's also being built. That's the same thing that happened with other fighters like Crawford. You weren't developed, homie. You were built. You know what I'm saying? And I look at Xander and I see the same thing, bro. You're being built, bro. They're not. You're being built, bro. And there's a hype behind the building, like they did with Berlanga. They built Berlanga. There's a hype behind the building. I'm going to put you in there, people that you're going to knock out, so I can build your hype. I'm going to build that, and I'm going to slowly but surely put you in there with somebody that I think is maybe a little bit better, or maybe you shouldn't knock them out. You should beat them, but you shouldn't knock them out, right? And that's how you build them. You're not developing them. You're not developing a skill set. If you was developing it, then Berlanga, who could box his ass off, motherfucking Amanda who could box her ass off, they'd be focusing on that, right? And building that pyramid like that. But instead, it was just straight up and down type shit, which annoys me. That's the reason why I asked you about who to look out for, because those fighters that you named, those are fighters that are literally going to get developed, and they're going to get developed by the crucible of fire because they don't have the name of a Xander Zayas, right? They don't got that name. Xander got the name. So that's the reason why I asked you that question. But moving on from that, bro. Since you brought up Champ, right? When's the last time you talked to Champ?
Which one?
Matias.
I talked to him about a week ago. Man. This is the thing, man. That, by the way, man, y'all gotta understand, man. Eddie Hearn is just a big, huge liar, bro. Because that's the reason I was talking to Matias. I'm like, hey, bro, like, what's this article that Boxing Scene got up, man, talking about that Eddie Hearn said he's offering you a contract for, to go over there and shit so you can get the Regis fight, man, and all that. He said, what? He said, man, ain't nobody talk to me. What are you talking about? He said, that's up on Boxing Scene? I'm like, yeah. So he went over there and looked at it. He said, bro, these motherfuckers have never reached out to me at all. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, because I want the Regis fight so bad that he wouldn't have had to twist my hand at all to sign something over there. They have not talked to me, And also, man, a while back, man, he offered Gary Antoine Russell a fight. They declined the fight. So
offered him to fight who?
Matias offered Gary Antoine Russell a fight. So first it was, what was it, the WBO, and then now the IBF guy, Matias, offers him a fight, and that's two that he passed up on, which is why I said earlier in the live, I'm like, I don't know what I want to make out of him, man, because I'm like, fuck, man, like, everybody, the reason he offered it is because, of course I talked to him, I'm like, yo, man, everybody's saying that'd be a good match, everybody want to see that fight. He was like, bet, man, we'll send him a contract. They ain't take it. Now, why would you not want to fight for the IBF title is the question I have for him.
So they sent Gary Antoine a contract?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So I don't know what's going on, but they just didn't take it. So this is why I look at a lot of shit differently than a lot of people. I got access to too much information. And so when I see shit being talked about on the internet, I'm like, yeah, it would be a good matchup, but the motherfucker got a sign for that to happen. You can't put that on Matias, and then he ends up having to fight this motherfucker that nobody knows. That's who he's fighting next. I mean, it's a tough competitor, but it's not nobody that, a lot of people know. So it's like, get stuck like that, man. And then that's the sad part right there, man. Matias, man, that dude right there, man, he's a monster for real, bro. That's a street dude right there. I mean a street dude, man. Like that's what he knows, the streets. And shit, he almost lost his boxing career because of the streets. He got shot in the streets and was in the hospital, man, and almost lost his whole boxing career. When he got out of the hospital and shit, man, it was a while before he got to, fight again and shit. So there's a lot of shit that people don't know about Subriel Matias. That motherfucker ain't one of these, he ain't no pussy, man. You're not going to smell pussy on him. You throw a fight in front of him, he taking it. Simple. Win, lose, or draw, he ain't gonna turn it down.
So who's the next person he's supposed to be fighting? Who is that?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to look, man, because that motherfucker name, I don't even. Let me see if they even have it up there now, because shit. Let me see if I can find it, man, because it's all in my damn text and shit.
Or can you put that out?
No, I can't put it out.
Yeah, I was about to say, before you do that, bro, like,
Yep.
put that info out, bro. You might not want to be able to. You might not put that, because I know when we get to talking, it's like shit just flow, and then bam, the next thing you're like, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to put that out there.
Frontline says, hey, well, Frontline must, yeah, that's him. I ain't say it though. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, well, shit. Damn, dog.
Hey, but we don't even know that fight's gonna happen, Frontline. So that's why I'm like, okay, but yeah, that's the name.
I'm very disappointed right now, bro. I'm very disappointed that they offered Gary Antoine they sent him a contract, and he did not take it. I don't know what's going on with Champ. This is the second fight. The first one was that WBA with that old ass man. He turned that down. And now this fight with Subrat Amatis, bro. I don't know what's going on with Champ. I'm gonna hold judgment, but I don't know what's going on with Champ, bro. I'm not sure what's going on. That's 2 title shots that you've turned down. The only reason why Rolly got one is because Gary turned that one down. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this Subrat. I don't know what's going on with Subrat and Gary, bro. That, to me, that is probably one of the most destructive fights in the division. That's because someone's getting knocked out. That fight will not go the distance, bro. That fight is not going the distance, bro.
Well, he's fighting. Gary Antoine's fighting Kent Cruz, the guy that got me started on YouTube, man. So, you know.
Yeah, but that's not for a belt.
No. I don't know if it. I want to hold judgment too, because I don't know if he had some health issues or an injury or something going on back then. I have no idea. I just know that they just turned it down. You know, so I don't know. For him to turn the WBA and IBF down, something has to be going on, or maybe something personal in his family or something. I don't know, but I don't want to jump to conclusions. But yeah, he did turn it down. That much I know factually.
Yeah, I'm quite annoyed on this one, man. I'm quite annoyed. This one's really eating at me, because I know Champ said the reason why he turned down the old ass man Barossa, whatever his name is, the reason why he turned him down, because he said he got bigger fish to fry, like bigger plans. That's why he turned him down. It wasn't an injury. It wasn't like, no, he turned him down because he said that he's got bigger plans. But if your bigger plans is, you know what, Ted Cruz, I'm gonna hold up. I don't hold up. I'm gonna hold for a second. D Freeze, his family, he said he was suspended for a minute. Yeah, he was suspended for a minute. You're right, but he wasn't suspended when he turned on a WBA strap. I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna do my research before I pass judgment. I'm not liking the fact that this is 2 IBF and WBA, bro. I'm really not liking that, bro. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking it.
What was he suspended for?
Well, D Freeze should know. That's his family. I mean, he should know.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what happened, but I know he didn't take those fights, man. He is gonna fight Kent Cruz, which I know a lot of people don't know, man. But you know, I'm a root for him. That's like my brother, man. So whether he wins, loses, or draws, man, that's my boy. So I'm rocking with him either way, man.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and you should. Shit, if you don't rock with them, that goes back to what the fuck I was talking about before. You know what I'm saying? About motherfuckers not staying together with motherfuckers, bro. I can't, like, if I, it's like crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like, you being Puerto Rican, right? If you cheered on Amanda Serrano, or if you cheered on Berlanga, or if you cheered on Cotto, if you know what I'm saying, you cheered on Xander, you cheered on, no one's gonna question you. No one's gonna say the only reason why you cheering them on because you Puerto Rican. Man, ain't nobody gonna say that shit, bro. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
I've
never seen anybody say the only reason why you cheering on Belong because you're Puerto Rican. The only reason why you cheering on Cotto because I've never seen it.
I've had people tell me that the only reason you're picking them is because they're Puerto Rican. That's a biased opinion. I'm like, no, because usually when I do a pick, it's a difference between supporting and making a pick. Okay. I said, no, you're absolutely wrong. You don't know me well enough to even say that, because I go way back when Bernard Hopkins was fighting Tito Trinidad. I told everybody, Bernard is killing this man. You picking Bernard?
You knew Trinidad? You ever talked to him?
Yeah.
So you know him or you just talked to him?
Talk to him. I don't know him personally like that, but I can get him on the channel, though. I can. All I got to do is make a call. I'm just, listen, man, you got to understand, you know, a lot of these old school fighters, they don't fuck with me too much because, you know, everybody wants to put Trinidad #1 or with Feather Gomez, Benitez, and I'm the one that's always Carlos Ortiz, the glove that I got that I deboed off somebody, by the way. But anyway, Carlos Ortiz to me was #1, man. And if you know the history, I'm like, bro, man, Carlos Ortiz, hands down, is the best Puerto Rican fighter ever. It's been 60 some odd years between when we had a championship. He's the one who finally claimed the championship, right? We were going in an era where there was only one belt when he first was fighting for belts. So, you know, you had to go up the tree. You couldn't cherry pick shit. And you know, halfway through his career, they had 2 belts, you know, but there wasn't like no dodging or, you know, skipping around or running in circles. The best had to fight the best no matter what if they wanted to try to the title. And he did that. And he's in the Hall of Fame. Shit.
So you say he's better than Tito?
Pound for pound right now, if you look all time pound for pound fighters, I guarantee somewhere in there you'll find Carlos Ortiz. In the history of boxing, I guarantee you his name is going to be on there.
He's better than Cano.
In my opinion, yes.
Damn, dog.
I wouldn't have went through hell to get that glove. I wouldn't have went through hell to get. Not gonna tell you what I did to get it, but I got that motherfucker. Or I was gonna get that glove.
So you get a chance to hold up. You get a chance to talk to him.
Carlos Ortiz before he passed away, yes.
Damn.
Yes, but he didn't have internet. He didn't have this social media, none of that shit, man. I wanted to get an interview with him, man, before he passed away. It just never happened, man. I did do one with John Molina, you know, and Fresno Kendo was a real tight friend of Carlos Ortiz, by the way. So that's how, you know, that's how I was able to communicate with Carlos Ortiz.
Yeah.
I never got to get him on the platform, man. Like, that would have been like, that's the equivalent of you getting Deontay Wilder on your channel, man, and just having a good 2 hours of talk with the motherfucker. Know what that will feel like to you, right?
Yes.
That's what Carlos Ortiz would have felt like to me, to have him on my channel, man, and just chop it up with him, bro. Like, that would have just been like, that's it. I done reached the top. I don't give a fuck if I don't ever interview nobody else ever in my life again. I got to talk with Carlos Ortiz. Fuck the rest of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Absolutely know it. I absolutely know it. That's like the pinnacle right there, man. You get to the pinnacle. Like, I mean, yeah, at that point, you're undisputed. So it's like, if I get other ones, I get other ones. If I don't, I don't.
I'm not the only.
Brings me to my next question to you. Because I knew where you was at when it came to Shakur. I knew where you was, bro. We had the conversations, bro. I knew where you was. I knew where you stood. And the crazy thing is, before he came out talking about he's Puerto Rican and stuff like that, you was rocking with him way back then. When did you know that he was half Puerto Rican? When did you figure it? When he told everybody, or did you know that before that?
I've been on that forever, man. Like, that wasn't a secret, man. In our world, that wasn't a secret, you know. It's just his father was never in his life and shit like that, man. But I was rocking with him, you know, from during the Olympics and shit like that. You know, from that point on, I was always rooting for him, man. And but like, I'm a fair person, man. That's why, you know, me and BFTV would text. He said, man, you might not want to cut in my line today. You might not want. I'm like, bro, I'm coming in there, man, because, you know, if a fighter's wrong, bro. Like, I don't understand why people have a hard time being neutral about shit and just being honest about shit, bro. Do I believe? Look, I was disappointed because I believe Shakur beats everybody at 135, you know? And I'm like, you're not moving like that right now. And so when you're not moving like that and you're doing all this talking and then you're not doing no action, I got to crucify you for it. And if somebody else is crucified, he deserved it. Like, man, you got to bet on yourself, man. At some point in time, you got to bet on yourself, man. So I'm just completely disappointed, bro. I'm completely disappointed in the way he moved. I cannot protect him. I cannot defend him, nor will I try to defend those actions, man. You know, if he gets in the ring and fights, I'm going to root for him because I believe he's that talented. But that I'm not going to dick ride him either. You know, you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't know, bro. Like that shit right there, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand it. And then they get mad when people make videos and do lives about it. Well, motherfucker, y'all are the ones making all the shit public. If you're making the shit public, man, you leaving it up for people to talk about. You know, if you cheating on your wife, don't put it out on the internet saying you cheating on your wife because everybody gonna know. You know, except for me, man. I can say because I mean I'm a hoe anyway. You know what I'm saying? Damn, everybody know I got hoes. You know, but that's beside the point. If you one of those that can't do that, don't be putting your shit out there on the street, man. Because people are gonna, that's what they do.
Yeah, I was big. I was big on Shakur, but I'm the type of person where you got to show me, bro. You show me. I see my brother Tay in the building. What's up, Pac-Man Tay? Salute to my brother Tay. You got to show me. If you show me this, I'm rocking with you, bro. I'm gonna rock with you because you showed it to me, right? I wasn't big on Shakur for beating Joe at Gonzalez. Wasn't big on that. You know, I got rocking with him when he beat Jamel Herring, right? Beating Jamel Herring, I rock with him. You beat Jamel Herring. You know what I'm saying? You showed me not that you have skills because I knew you were skilled, but you showed me that you were skilled against a champion, right? You fought a champion, showed me you were skilled. Now the behind the door nonsense, blah blah blah, whatever. I said, show me, and he showed me, and I'm rock with him. I rock with him. You know, I think the man. I'm not down in this man's skills. I'm not disrespecting his skills at all. I think Shakur is super talented. Super talented. I mean, he's so skilled, bro. He's so skilled. So this has nothing to do with his skills. My issue is with his moves. His moves to get to a fight. When people are mad at me, because I'm calling out what you did, brother. Shakur, you put that out there like that, bro. No, I didn't put it out there. You put it out there like this is the fight you want. You're running the chasing down Devin. You're chasing them down. You want the belts. It's legacy. You did that. Okay. All right. I did videos saying talk your shit. Closed mouths don't get fed. Rock on, talk your shit. I don't like it, but talk it. I've done those videos. Then you get everybody saying you will offer him a contract, give him a contract, offer him a contract. You got a contract. I showed that Devin went 5 times, bro. He went 5 times. 5 times to top rank to make that fight. 5 times. And it's still going to Dev, still going to Dev, still going to Dev. The 6th time is when Bob Arum offered him that 25%. Devin didn't do it. That's Bob Arum. That contract came from Top Rank. That is not that contract did not come from Devin Haney Promotions. That contract came from Top Rank, bro. It came from Top Rank. ESPN and Top Rank. And you turn it down. Brother, like as for me, my disappointment with Terrence Crawford, because I looked at Terrence Crawford like, man, Bud, this is the dude, bro. Bud is the guy, man. He's the guy. And you know, I don't know if he can beat Errol, but that's a great fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a great fight. He's the dude. He wants all the smoke. This is someone that me as a black man, I can get behind a fighter like this. I can support a fighter like this. And then he just shitted on the whole thing, bro. That I'm sitting here looking at Shakur, and I can't speak because, like I told you before, bro, my dad's Puerto Rican. I just don't know the nigga, but you know what I'm saying. So like you know this, but at the same token, like, how do you you look at Shakur? How do you look at Shakur? I'm talking. I don't need you to give me my stance or blend in with me, right? I just want to know how you look at him at this point.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I just look at him as a boxer, man. Like that, whether he's half Puerto Rican or not, man, that really didn't even never matter to me, man. Because you know, when he wasn't talking about it, I was rocking with him, you know? So it's like, okay, cool. You know, the guy can fight, man. So that's all I care about. And that you move right. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the way, that picture is Fresno Kendo and Carlos Ortiz there. That would, you know what I'm saying? Got you know, had to give you some history, you know. Not too many people have that picture. You know. I don't know, man. Like I never looked at him like he was just a full Puerto Rican. I never took him in that way, man. But you know, I accepted him because I was like, okay, well, his dad is Puerto Rican, you know, his mom is black, you know, so he does have Puerto Rican bloodline. That's to me, I was like, well, that's a bonus to me, man. You got the two packages right there, you know. I said, I really can fuck with this dude even heavier, you know. But then he does the shit he does, and I'm like, why? You know, you didn't just let me down. You let your whole fan base down by not daring to be great. Devin had to do it. Other fighters had to do it, man. And, you know, I mentioned on one of my lives, man, how Zab Judah had to do it. It was like, oh, man, but he was fighting Floyd. No, I'm talking about when Zab went to get the title the first time. He had to do that. Folks just don't do their research, and that's where they fuck up at. See, this is why they can't ever fuck with you either. Because when you have facts on there and you show them all the receipts, they're still going to argue and they're still going to create some kind of narrative, go to left field, right field. They go everywhere but where the truth is at. You know? So all these fighters coming up in time had to do that. I expect Shakur to do the same shit. And when he doesn't do that, he looks even worse when he turns around and begs Loma for a fight. You know, I was like, bro, you just making this worse. Like, bro, man, like I was trying to back you, but you're more funny, bro. And you know, I don't like funny people around me. You know, so and now he's stuck with no fight. Now, who's he gonna fight now? You know, like you said, you know, and that I remember seeing it because it was on Twitter. This ain't something BFTV said. This was on Twitter. If you look on Twitter. Earl Spence offered him Frank Martin. This was on Earl Spence's Twitter page. It's like, go read. He was tagged in it and everything. Like, you know, that's one thing I want to say, man, right here, right now, man, before you ask me my next question, man. I have this feeling that people say that we sound similar on topics and shit like that. It's not that we discuss the topics together. It's not that he takes it from me or that I take it from him. It's just that our mind is tunneled in similarly. And so when we speak on a topic, it's like, damn, that sounded like Cano's talking point. Or damn, that sounded like BFTV's talking point. No, this is the factual talking points. It ain't his or mine. They're the facts. So when they're facts, you think that somebody's taking talking points from each other. Yeah, man, bro, because I've had this happen already, BFT. It's not that. Look at the fucking facts. If everybody went strictly with the facts, everybody would have similar talking points. You know? The problem is a lot of these motherfuckers can't think for themselves, so they got to create lies, create narratives, and make money off of talking bad about other people too, man. Like, bro. Like I said, that's gonna get somebody killed one day. But it ain't gonna be me though, man. Just, you know, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna discriminate myself like that, you know.
I mean, I know the deal. I just don't even, like, at this point, you know what I'm saying, as much shit as at this point, bro, I'm just like, man, I'm not. I know what I'm capable of, right? I know what I'm capable of. I know I just know what I'm capable of, so I just leave it alone. I just know. Bro, listen, bro, you guys got something to, if you don't got something to live for, right? Then fuck with the God. Otherwise, bro, just leave me alone, bro. Like, just stay in the comments, talk your shit, bro. Stay in your Twitter lane and Instagram lane and whatever lane and talk your shit, bro. If you don't got nothing to live for, bro, then I'm your man. If you do, bro, like, just stop, bro. Cause I'm not a gangster. I know you're a gangster. But Cano's a gangster, all right? Cano is a fucking thug, bro. BF is not. I am not. I know he is. I'm not. All right, there's a total difference. But I know what I'm capable of. I know me. You know what I'm saying? I know me. So I let me do that.
Hey man, somebody in the chat asked me where I'm from, man. You don't see that flag, bro? You don't see the flag. The flag, man.
You just got here though, bro.
It's a
Yusuf just got here. That's all.
I'm Puerto Rican, man. I mean, some people.
What part of Puerto Rico though? What? Because you broke it down the parts. What part of it?
Barrio Obrero. It's a very open. Man, how do I explain this, man? The Puerto Ricans would know this, man, but a barrio is different than the projects. Okay, like the barrio is more wide open and shit. Like the projects, I'm putting it to you like this, man. And it's not the only barrio over there, but it's just, one of the bad ones. The barrios, the projects, the police could go in and shut the whole thing down because it's got one way in, one way out, right? They have control. They can control a project a lot easier. The barrio, the police don't even go down there because there's too many ins and outs. And you got people on the roof with sniper rifles and, all that kind of shit. And it's like, they don't go. And for those who grew up over there will tell you, the police officers couldn't go there by themselves. If they went, they had to go with a whole gang of police officers coming through there. Otherwise, if it was like, let's just say it's one police car, that one police car ain't making it out of there. They're going to eat his ass up, so they had to go in groups and stuff like that. So a barrio is like an open project. I guess that's the best way I can explain it because I don't really know how to put it into words and shit like that, Like when the National Guard, they activated the National Guard to shut down the projects back in Puerto Rico when I was still there. They were able to do that and get into the projects, but they couldn't do the barrio where I was at. They just couldn't take control of that. You know what I mean? But the funny part about it is, man, I could talk about it now. It don't even matter, man. They thought they had the projects on lock. Yeah, they had one way in. Yeah, they had one way out. The difference was that the drug deal was still going on. It was just being done inside. So people would go in, go up to the apartment, do the shit, go right back out. Nothing getting checked. Because Puerto Rico is not like over here, man. You don't need a plug in Puerto Rico. Let me just be clear to you, bro. You just drive in the right areas, man, and at the stop signs and at the red lights, they're going to be like, yo, what you want, man? You want chocolate? You want the unicorn? What? All them drugs are going to be brought to your window right there. You don't need to know nobody. But the projects was wide open like that, which is why the damn National Guard got sent there. But like I said, everything was still flowing good. Ask me about it because I was still making money, but just flowing.
When I went to Mexico, bro, it was like that in Mexico when I went there. Because I went to Cabo, and when I went to Cabo, bro, I took a cruise. When I got off the cruise in Mexico, bro, out there, you gotta take you on this little boat, and you take the boat to the dock. I get on the and we was all walking off the dock, bro. There was motherfuckers trying to sell crack right there, bro. You walking because it's like you get off the dock and it's like a big old round. It's not even round. It's a big square around this little. It's not even little. It's like almost like the ocean goes in, and there's a walkway all the way around it. It's like a little lake almost, but it's the ocean. It's a part of the ocean where you get off the dock. Man, them motherfuckers was selling. I saw the kid fishing with a hook, no worm, no nothing. He just had a hook fishing. Motherfuckers was selling. They selling you weed, crack, X, right there, bro. Like right, bro. I'm this motherfucker. Hey, you want some crack? Straight like that. I'm like, man, what the fuck, bro? Man, I'm with my bitch, bro. But he wasn't just asking me; he was asking everybody. Well, I got crack. I got weed. Yeah, I got the X. I'm like, God damn, dog. Like, just right there. So it's like that over there, like that.
It's like that, man, which is why I don't understand, man. I like to go ahead and say this, man, for anybody taking a trip down there, man, that likes to smoke weed and shit. Man, don't let nobody talk you into going to the pedla to go get it, bro. The pedla, you do not go down there at all. I don't get it, man. So many folks die down there because they go down there and think they're going to go grab some weed and come back out. The pedla's not letting you in there. And if they do let you in there, you're not coming back out.
What the hell is the pedla?
The pedla is like another barrio, but it's like the worst one of them all. Mine was bad. That one was 10 times worse. You don't go in there, you're not coming back out if you go in there, man. And a lot of, I got to say it like it is, man. A lot of Americans went down there to go grab shit and ended up dying. They get killed down there, man. I just want to plead to people that if you do take a vacation, you don't have to go down there. Just go to the block. They'll come to your window. There's no need to go to the Perla. I don't know why people do that. They tell me.
I might be taking a trip to Puerto Rico, bro. If I go to Puerto Rico, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not fucking with that.
I'm gonna give you a tour to the Perla. They're gonna be like, man, shit.
I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, Cano, motherfucker asked me to come to this motherfucker. Should I go?
Yeah, no, man.
Yeah, that's serious, bro. I'm not.
A lot of people tell you about it when you're there. It's like, man, shit, I'm from the hood. It don't fucking matter, bro. I'm just going down there to get some weed. No, bro, they're telling you that for a reason, man. That place don't give a fuck about nobody.
That's the worst place over there?
Yeah, the Perla, yeah, bro.
So it's a barrio.
Yeah. I don't even go down there, bro. I don't even go down there, bro. Fuck that, bro. Like, I'm from barrio, bro. I go down there. I don't want to go. Go ahead, bro.
So you know people out there?
I do, and I've been down there, but I don't go down there. Like, bro, I don't go down. I didn't go down there unless it was business. I put it to you like that.
God damn, dog. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just pause on hearing all of that type of shit. But hey, if I do go out there, right, I'm gonna definitely hit you because you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna want to go places and let motherfuckers know, hey man, hey, I know Cano, bro. Hey, I know, because I want to make sure when I say that, I'm not saying to a motherfucker, to one of your ops, and then I end up motherfucking in a shootout out this motherfucker. I don't want to do none of that. So I'm going to have to make sure. I'm like, hey, should I go this place?
Nah.
You say what?
Ain't nothing going to happen to you, bro. I'll connect you with the family, bro. It's nothing, bro.
Yeah. So when I do go, I plan on taking a trip to PO. When I do, hey, you know what? When I was in AIT, bro, for y'all that don't know, that's like the beginning, like right after you get out of basic training, you go to AIT to learn your job, and then you go to regular army, right? So when I was at AIT, I used to date this, she was a Dominican chick, right? But she looks Puerto Rican.
The bitch is
where did the hate come from between Puerto Ricans and Dominicans? Where did that come from?
Bro. There's always been hate, man, between us, man. Like, let me tell you this, man. And I ain't got nothing against none of them. This is just the way it is over there in Puerto Rico, man. I don't partake into that situation, but a lot of these Dominicans, man, they'll get on this yola. They call it a yola, man. It's like a little fucking raft and shit. Just to make it across to go to Puerto Rico and shit. Then they get there and want to talk shit about Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, you left your island for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's where some of the shit started, getting conflict and shit. And, of course, they talk a little funny and shit, man. Like, hey, shout out to the Dominicans, man. They talk funny than the motherfucker. So we always got jokes for their ass. And, they try to rebuttal with their jokes, and it just doesn't work right, man, And they got a Dominican section in Puerto Rico, by the way. Like, Barrio Obrero, where I lived at, there was Dominicans on one of the blocks. And we was all in the same barrio and shit, man. And the thing about it is, man, like, I don't hate them. I don't know, man. Like, the hate, I don't understand it really, man, because I seen them live together with us Puerto Ricans over there. But, they ain't the brightest motherfuckers in the world either, bro.
Bro, I called her Puerto Rican, bro. We got into a fight over that. She did not like them. I ain't no fucking Puerto Rican. I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you look like motherfucking fuck you. You know what I'm saying? We end up arguing over this shit. Like, bro, I ain't gonna argue with you, dog. We're not arguing, motherfucker. You look like you're Puerto Rican, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what's worse than that. Call a Puerto Rican a Mexican. You might get shot.
The rivalry that Puerto Rican and Mexican have, where the fuck did that come from?
But I don't see, that's the thing, man. Like, I'm one of these people. I grew up in Puerto Rico, so I really didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? I see it in the States, but I really didn't get it, man. Like, Matter of fact, man, let me go ahead and say this, man. I didn't even know racism existed because I lived in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, we got all shades of Puerto Ricans, and nobody gave a fuck. You know, I was always with the dark women. Didn't nobody give a fuck? Didn't nobody say nothing? It was like normal down there, man.
Yeah.
When I first got to the States is when I started seeing all this shit. Like, damn, Mexicans hate Puerto Ricans hate Mexicans, and what the fuck is this? And what, man? Because, you know, I was married to a sister. So when I came to the States, everybody's looking at me weird. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I walk around Puerto Rico with this motherfucker like it wasn't nothing. I get to the States and everybody looking at me weird. So I'm the wrong person to ask because I never really understood it or lived it like that. It's like I grew up in Puerto Rico where none of that shit really mattered. You know, like we weren't on that type of funny shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, the funny shit that we was on was different sets. You know, you had the mafia here, another mafia here, and then, you know, because we don't really have gangs and shit. I mean, the ones that you see that are Puerto Rican that are gang members are the ones in the States, like the Latin Kings and the, you know, Latin disciples and all that. We didn't have that in Puerto Rico. It's a whole different. Huh?
What did y'all have?
It's like it's mafia, man. It's really more mafia. Like I was part of the Nietas and shit. That's what tattooed on my knuckles and shit. By the way, if you get that tattooed and you was never involved with them, that's a death sentence. So that they don't play about that shit right there. That you have to be legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What is that? What does it mean?
Well, Nieta de Corazón, man, it was an organization that remember, I give you a brief story. I can't tell you everything because a lot of the stuff is supposed to be off.
I don't want all that. I just wanted like a 30,000 foot. What is that? Because I heard it before, but I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
And the thing about it is, man, it got started in the prison system in Puerto Rico initially, and it was an organization at first that we were protecting each other in prison from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't allow nobody to rape nobody in prison. You know, we didn't allow nobody to abuse nobody unless they were child molest, you know, the normal ones that everybody could get a free game on. And that's the way it started and shit. After that, man, the one who created it got killed in prison during that time. And it started filtering out into the streets. And when it got into the streets and outside of the prison, well, it became more of a mafia style. And it was, you know, a lot of money laundering and drug movements and, you know, stuff like that. Like, I've been to Colombia with my uncle, man, with Pablo Escobar and shit like that back in those days and shit. I was 17, 18 years old at that time.
God
damn. And so, you know, that's the type of time that type of shit is, man. But it ain't got out of hand now because now it's scattered all over the U.S. now, and you got them in New Jersey. You got them.
I heard that.
You got them.
I heard it there. I didn't know what the fuck it was, but that's where I heard it from.
But it grew out to be something that it shouldn't have. It was never initially created to be, but once you was in there, you just like just roll with everything, you know, like everything. Life evolves, you had to evolve with it.
Yeah.
So it started out as something good, and it just spread out into what it is today, man. Like I don't want to really say too much, man, about it because
yeah. I don't want you to go too much into it either because, like I said, like when you get to that part where you're just comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Some things might slip that shouldn't be slipping. So I don't even want you to go. I just want to know what the fuck it meant. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of that shit. I don't know what the fuck it means, bro.
By the way,
what you say?
By the way, man, there is one black member of the Nietas, by the way, fully black.
Ooh.
Yep.
There's a full black member.
Yeah.
I thought that you had to be straight like Puerto Rican or Latino.
This guy was in prison and was welcomed in, bro. And from that day on, been in Nieta ever since, bro.
Wow.
Fully accepted, man. Fully accepted. Now you tell me another race that would do that.
I don't know any.
I'm going to send you the video proof of it. I'm gonna send you that, man. Well, you know, I'm gonna send you.
Yeah. Send it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you that, man. And it's gonna fuck your head up. You gonna be like, damn, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
Hey, but before, because I'm about to get something to eat, I just wanted to, I respect everybody's time. You know what I'm saying? But before we wrap this up, bro, there's a couple of things. Like, I'm just what this boxing shit. Like your top 5 right now. Your top five right now, current fighters, the top 5 current Puerto Rican fighters that we should be looking for. Your top 5.
Oh man. Top 5, man.
So who's your number 1? Let's start there. It's always easy to get the number 1 motherfucker out there.
And Najee Lopez, bro. Najee Lopez.
Najee Lopez. What weight class he fighting?
He was fighting in cruiser, man, but he dropped down some more, man.
So is he in like what? 168, 175?
168, yeah.
Najee Lopez. Hold on a second. Why does this name sound familiar?
Bro, that motherfucker's a monster, bro.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Najee Lopez.
I got Henry.
Didn't he just fight recently?
He fought on Pro Box.
But recently though, like within the past like month or so. Maybe
yeah, he's about to fight again, man, on a Wednesday. I can't remember which Wednesday it is. It might be the 12th.
Because I remember hearing about the fighter that was fighting the cruiserweight but dropped down weight. And so what makes him that guy?
Man, you know how everybody says Jared Anderson fight like a welterweight with his big frame? This dude can too, bro. It's like a mirror image of it, man. But I just think that Najee is a more disciplined fighter than Jared Anderson. I you know, just my opinion, you know. He works behind his jab. He's real patient and shit like that, man. And he's got knockout power, bro. That's the one thing I like about him, bro. He boxes, but he got that knockout power. Najee is a problem, bro. Najee Lopez is a problem. If I don't, man, bro, just put that name on your book, man. I'm telling you, watch it. You watch that man fight, and you're going to be like, God damn, bro. And he ain't fought no cherries. He hasn't fought no cherries because I don't know, man. Like Pro Box likes to challenge you. Maybe not all of the matches on Pro Box are like quite equal, but as far as his career, he's been matched up 50-50 most of the way. And he's been knocking these motherfuckers in the dirt.
I got to check him out. Najee Lopez.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely got to check him out. I'm gonna watch this shit when I'm doing that thing. I'm about to go to Applebee's after this and watch Najee's shit.
Henry LeBron, Brian Polaco, Henry LeBron, Brian Polaco, Omar Rosario. You got Juan Saez, Jacob Gomez, Edwin Valentin. I had somebody else on there, but the motherfucker beat up his grandma, so I took him off my list.
God damn.
Yes, I took him off my list. I can't have nobody like that on my list, man. I did have a little bit of a gripe with you, man. Like, motherfucker, how you gonna put me taller than you on the thumbnail, bro? You about 7 feet tall, I'm 5'10". I was looking at that shit. I'm like,
look, man, listen, bro.
He look taller than you, but
this was supposed to be about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's about my brother. So I'm gonna make sure you stand out. Bro. I'm not gonna put myself bigger than you on this one.
See, K-Rod said he fights this Wednesday, man, on Pro Box, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch. I definitely gotta see that, bro. Because I heard about the guy when I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I heard about it, but you really don't necessarily hear that when it comes to men fighters, right?
You saw the picture with me and him, man. I put it up on IG. You had commented on that picture. Najee Lopez.
I'm gonna check it out. But, I mean, you gotta understand, bro. BF goes. I check out my people pages for my people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily go to my people page and check out who my people is with. You know what I'm saying? You family to me. So I go to your page because that's my family doing this thing. So I'm gonna go check him out. You know what I'm saying? So I will have to go back and take a peek at it. At this particular moment, I'm definitely gonna go back. Because like I said, I heard about a fighter dropping down the weight to fight, which is not something that normally happens. Normally, when it comes to men fighters go up. You don't really hear men fighters going back down. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know about. I'm gonna have to go check him out. For female fighters, they go up and down and shit like that. That's what the norm. So I'm gonna have to go check out Najee, bro. I definitely got to see what he's about. But this is the last thing I want to talk about before I wrap this motherfucker up. The sports, bro. Like I keep seeing it in the comments, and I was gonna ask you about that too. The sports over there, like I remember, like I played basketball with this guy that came from Puerto Rico. I don't remember his name. It was like Joel. His name was Joel, but I don't remember his last name. Joel something, whatever. But he was a short dude. He was nasty. He was real nasty. And I remember for me, like when I was growing up, I sort of got a pass because, like I said, like Pops was Puerto Rican and my mom was black. But when I was growing up, it was like the Puerto Rican and the black people always fought each other. There was so much fights going on. These motherfuckers getting jumped in school. You know what I'm saying? After you couldn't basketball court, same thing. But me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was right there in the middle, I got a pet. I didn't ever gave a fuck because I fought every day anyways. I never really gave a fuck. But at the same token, you know, I motherfuckers just rock with me. They just rock with me because they rock with me. But I remember Joel was fucking nasty, bro. He was so nasty. And it just makes me think like the talent that comes out of Puerto Rico, specifically basketball and baseball.
Yes.
Specifically those two right there, bro. Like, what do you know any of those guys? Did you see them growing up? Like the talent?
I was, man, listen, the baseball and basketball players that usually weren't, you know, on that side of the, you know, island type of thing, you know, but I will say this, man, in Puerto Rico, man, you either play basketball, you play baseball, or you box. That's me growing up. They didn't have that soccer and all these other sports now that they're starting to implement it over there now. But me growing up, it was baseball, basketball, boxing. That was it. And by the way, I told somebody on a live the other day, and I wanted to say this while he's here, okay? Because I want him to go ahead and tell y'all that this ain't no lie. All right? I always got mad at BFTB and would cuss his ass out behind the scenes for telling people to go subscribe to my channel, man. You know what I'm saying? I always got on his ass about that, man, but I did explain why, BFTB. I wanted mine to be normal. Like, I wanted it to be people that found me on their own and shit like that. Like, and I know why you was pushing for it, but I was just built that way. Like, bro, I want everything to be just normal. Like, when it happens, you know. When people go over there, it's because they found me and they fuck with me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know they found that hard to believe, but trust me, I did go off. I used to go off on BFTV all the time about that. Behind
like, bro, like, settle down, bro. Like, these people fuck with me. I want them to fuck with you, too.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, but you
want motherfuckers to rock with me because they rock with me. Like, well, shit, that's what I want too. But these motherfuckers rock with me, so they gonna rock with you too. You know, it was just one of those things where that's why I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
You don't hear me say sub to Cano. I don't be saying that shit. You don't like that shit, so you know what I'm saying. You don't like this shit, then fuck it. You don't like it. I'm not gonna push the shit if you don't like it. Because I know for me, I don't mind a motherfucker telling somebody to subscribe to me. I don't really mind that. I don't say it myself. Right? Like, I don't tell motherfuckers to subscribe to me. I don't tell motherfuckers to, you know, support the page. I don't tell motherfuckers to do none of that. You're going to do what you're going to do. So I understood you. I always understood you when you said it. You know what I'm saying? So, because I was the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, I understood. So it was easy to understand, but it was a natural thing. It's like, bro, you family to me, bro. Like, I want motherfuckers to rock with my family. How motherfuckers rock with me. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I push this shit. But at the same token, like I always understood. I think we had this conversation like a couple times, but I always understood. You know, what I'm saying?
Like, God, TV, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's just things it just come out naturally. Like something Cano, bro. It just come out natural. You know what I'm saying? It's like fuck that, fuck that.
I mean, it's
something mean that, bro. Fuck that. I'm like, I'm with it. I get it.
You know, I mean, you know, now, you know, like what I will do is, like, if I have an interview that I like to, you know, people to watch, I'll go ahead and tell, you know, yo, man, I want this one shared, man. I want people to this. You know, I will do that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people, you know, they fuck with me. They come fuck with me on their own. You know what I mean? That's just, I feel like it's more genuine. The supporters, the subscribers are more genuine that way, man. That's just me though, man.
Well, that's how I was. That's where I came. I came out of the straight motherfucking mud, bro. Like, motherfuckers saw me and put me on. Like, so they saw me and was like, this motherfucker's the good. You know, 7-8 saw me. It was like, this motherfucker good. For 9 saw me. It was like, this motherfucker is good. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Mr. Boxing Today saw me. It was like, this motherfucker is the good, bro. Like, people saw me and was like, bro, he's the good. And they put me out. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those things where it was like, all right. But I understand what you're talking about. I definitely do, because my motto has always been the same thing, bro. Whether I got 1 or 1 million, I'm gonna give you the same shit. I'm gonna give you the same shit. I didn't even shout out my homie Big E Ortiz.
Yes.
Brodie. I see you in the building, E Ortiz.
That's my older brother, by the way, for y'all in the chat. That is my older brother, man. You know, he ain't bigger than me, but he's older than me.
Hey, but look, man, I'm about to get something to eat. I chopped it up with my big bro. It was a big stab in the building. You know, we're gonna do this again. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, we're gonna do it again. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to touch base with all my homies, right? All the family, all my homies, like on a Monday. I'm trying to catch bases and do like just interview, because I like people to know who I fuck with. You know, why, where they came from, their story, you know what I'm saying? Why we bonded, what we connect, how we connect and shit like that. I like that. That's why I'm trying to do all my interviews on Monday, right? Mondays I'm getting my interviews in. And I can reach out to boxers and shit like that. And I'll probably interview some boxers too. But shit, bro, in my opinion, man, you put in just as much work as a boxer, if not more, because you box and you promote, you know what I'm saying? And you have a page. And you know these motherfuckers. You know all these fights. We didn't even go into how many motherfucking fighters. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even go into that. We didn't even touch bases on that. There's
part 2, because I am hungry my damn self.
There's so many, bro. There's so many motherfuckers, bro. Like, I'm constantly like, if you talk to Supernova, you talk to him like all the fucking time, bro. It's like y'all motherfuckers talk like y'all grew up together. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not even a motherfucking. It's not even a question here and a question here. It's like, nah, it's like, we just talk. Like, motherfucker, what you ate today? What's up with this motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? What's up with the beer, bro? You gonna dye this motherfucker back? You gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that type of conversation.
We text every day, actually.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, we text every day, man. I do funny shit, like I'll bring somebody on BFTB on surprise, like I did with Stephen Shaw. I'm like, yo, man, give me the link. I'm about to get Stephen Shaw in here. I can't remember who else I brung on here. Shit, I can't remember.
I know Boots. Big Shot just came out of nowhere. I know that much.
Yeah, I got you somebody else on here. I just can't remember who it was. Fuck, it was
well,
too.
I know you brought your female boxer on. I interviewed her. And then I know you brought on Big Shot, and I know you brought there was some. Damn it,
Charles Conwell.
That's it.
Yeah, I texted him. I said, "Yo, man, the graveyard on. You might need to get on there and shit." He's like,
came out of nowhere, man. I'm over here talking about something else, and all of a sudden in the back, motherfucking Charles Conwell comes on in the back, and then chopped it up. And that's the same thing. He came on and chopped it up for mad long, and then Big Shot came on and was on this motherfucker for like 2 or 3 hours. We just in this bitch just talking. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call Big Shot. I need to get him back in the yard just because you said that. I'm gonna take Shot out. I need Big Shot back in the yard. Matter of fact, I need Charles Conway back in the yard too. Hit him up, bro. Let him know it's about time that we need to do part 2.
Yes, indeed, man. But hey, I got to go eat myself, man.
Man, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. It's a blessing, bro. I appreciate you coming on, chilling with me for a little bit. I would say tell the people how they can find you, but I ain't gonna do that. Motherfuckers know where they know who you is.
All I'm gonna say, man, is 817. When I go live, I'm gonna cook you, man. I see you throwing them little jokes and shit in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You lucky I'm hungry, motherfucker.
All right, Brodie. Peace and blessings to my big bro Cano, man. I appreciate everybody that chill with me. Much love and respect to you guys, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, man. I'm about to get something to eat. Peace and blessings to my big bro, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.